Today we're diving into the future of interplanetary communication. Space lasers. No, we're not talking about those sci-fi weapons that blow up planets. We're talking about something even cooler. Lasers that can beam Netflix to Mars. Okay, maybe not Netflix yet. But stick around and you'll see why space lasers are the next big thing in cosmic chit-chat. First things first, let's talk about why we need space lasers. Imagine trying to FaceTime your buddy on Mars using your current Wi-Fi. You'd be waiting longer for that connection than for your crush to text you back. That's because our current space communication systems are like using dial-up in the age of fiber optics. We're still relying on radio waves, which are so last century. Enter space lasers, the communication superhighway of the future. These bad boys use light to transmit data, and let me tell you, they're fast. How fast, you ask? Well, imagine downloading the entire Library of Congress in the time it takes you to say, "Beam me up, Scotty." That's the kind of speed we're talking about. But why do we need all this speed? Well, picture this, you're an astronaut on Mars, and you want to video call your family back on Earth. With current technology, you'd be lucky to send a grainy selfie. But with space lasers, you could stream your Mars walk in glorious 4K. And it's not just about fancy video calls. Space lasers could revolutionize how we explore the cosmos. We could send back massive amounts of scientific data, high-resolution images, and maybe even discover alien life. Okay, that last one might be a stretch, but a space nerd can dream, right? Now you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but how does it actually work? Well, strap in, because we're about to get a little nerdy. Space laser communication, or optical communication as the fancy scientists call it, uses infrared light to transmit data. It's like Morse code, but instead of dots and dashes, we're using pulses of light. These light beams are super focused, like a laser pointer on steroids. And because they're so focused, they can travel incredible distances without losing much strength. Plus, they're harder to intercept than radio waves, making them more secure. It's like having an invisibility cloak for your data. But wait, there's more. Space lasers aren't just faster and more secure, they're also more efficient. They use less power than traditional radio systems, which is a big deal when you're trying to conserve energy in space. It's like switching from a gas-guzzling SUV to a Tesla, but in space. Now, you might be wondering, if space lasers are so great, why aren't we using them already? Well, my curious friend, we are, kind of. NASA has been experimenting with laser communication for years. In fact, they've already successfully tested it between the Earth and the Moon. That's right, we've been shooting lasers at the Moon, and it's not just for fun. But using lasers for deep space communication is trickier than playing laser tag. One of the biggest challenges is pointing the laser accurately over vast distances. Imagine trying to hit a bullseye from millions of miles away. That's the kind of precision we're talking about. And let's not forget about obstacles like clouds, which can block the laser beam. It's like trying to have a conversation while someone keeps putting their hand over your mouth. But fear not, space enthusiasts. Scientists and engineers are working hard to overcome these challenges. They're developing advanced tracking systems to keep the lasers aligned over vast distances. They're also creating networks of ground stations to ensure there's always a clear path for the laser beam. It's like building a cosmic highway system, but for light. Now, let's talk about the future, because that's where things get really exciting. By 2030, experts predict that the market for space laser communication will reach over $4 billion. That's billion with a B, folks. We're talking about a whole new industry of space lasers. It's like the gold rush, but instead of panning for gold, we're shooting lasers into space. And it's not just NASA that's getting in on the action. Private companies are also jumping on the space laser bandwagon. We might soon see a whole constellation of satellites using lasers to provide global internet coverage. Imagine streaming cat videos from the middle of the Sahara Desert. But the real game changer will be for deep space exploration. When we send humans to Mars, and yes, it's a when, not an if, space lasers will be crucial. They'll allow astronauts to communicate with Earth in near real time, despite being millions of miles away. It's like having a really, really long Ethernet cable stretching across the solar system. And it's not just about Mars. Space lasers could help us explore the outer planets, their moons, and even beyond our solar system. We could receive data from interstellar probes faster than ever before. Who knows, we might even pick up a laser signal from an alien civilization. Okay, I'm getting carried away again, but can you blame me? The possibilities are just so exciting. Now, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great, but will I ever get to use a space laser? Well, unless you're planning on becoming an astronaut, probably not directly. But the technology developed for space lasers could have plenty of earthly applications, too. We might see improvements in fiber optic networks, more secure communication systems, and even advancements in medical technology. It's like the space race all over again, but with fewer Cold War tensions and more lasers. So, there you have it, folks. The future of interplanetary communication. We've come a long way from smoke signals and carrier pigeons. Now we're shooting invisible beams of light across the cosmos. It's a brave new world out there, and it's lit up with lasers. Who knows what incredible discoveries these space lasers will help us make. Maybe we'll find evidence of ancient Martian civilizations. Or perhaps we'll detect the faint laser signals of a distant alien race. Or maybe, just maybe, we'll finally be able to tweet from Pluto. Hey, a space nerd can dream, right? So, the next time you look up at the night sky, remember that invisible laser beams might be zipping past, carrying messages from distant worlds. It's like a cosmic light show that we can't see, but is revolutionizing how we explore the universe. And who knows? Maybe one day, thanks to space lasers, you'll be able to leave a 1-star review for that overpriced Martian hotel from the comfort of your lunar vacation home. The future is bright, my friends. Laser bright. So, keep your eyes on the skies and your Wi-Fi router pointed towards Mars. The space laser revolution is coming, and it's going to be out of this world. Thanks for watching, Space Cadets. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it faster than a laser beam through space. Until next time, keep reaching for the stars.